let's take a wee look at the team lineups for today's game. We'll start off with Hibs. Jordan Smith in goal, Warren O'Hora, Rocky and Jack Iredale back three. Chris Cadden, Nectar Triantis, Josh Campbell, Dylan Levitt and Jordan Obita. And up top, Martin Boyle and Mikola Kukarevich. On the bench for Hibs, Bursic, Miller, Ekpateta, Manny, Cadden, Nicky Cadden that is, Kieran Bowie, Mariah Welsh, Junior Hoylett and Dwight Gale.
I think that was Tate who played it all the way back. Making sure Schmeichel was awake.
Chance here. Good block by Jordan Smith. And again, long ball forward there for Kukarevich to try and put Scales under pressure. And that's the kind of ball that always gets central defenders wondering. You know, you can hear Kukarevich behind him. What does he do? Does he try to be clever? Ball played through here now, chance for Celtic. Again, it's Ida with the chance, but he shoots low, straight into the arms of Jordan Smith.
Again, it's just
looking at this one, and again, was he offside?
I think it would have been tight. It's another good run, and I think it's Taylor this time that just lifts it. You know,
Josh Campbell rolls it back for Triantis down the far side now. Ball clipped into Celtic area. Nodded out. Picked up by Triantis. Ball in. Chance here. What a great stop that is by Kasper Schmeichel. And the flag stayed down.
Which surprised me. I thought he was going to be...
I thought he was offside.
Yeah,
but
so did I. It's a huge opportunity now, isn't it? Like, they're the ones who are talking about you needing to take, but as you can see now...
It's well won by Triantis again. He's driving forward. Kukarevich gets the shot away, but drags it wide of Kasper Schmeichel's far post. Just have a look at this one again. He was actually onside when the ball was played in. It's a great stop from Kasper Schmeichel, but Martin Boyle will feel he should have done better, I'm sure.
Nah, he's offside there though. Kukarevich has that final touch, and I don't think the assistant referee sees it.
VAR probably would have,
Yeah, luckily for them.
But as you say, on a day like this, you know, Hibs are under pressure a little bit. Celtic having a lot of possession, pushing us back towards the edge of our own box. Clever from Jordan Smith. Chris Cadden has it now on this near touchline. Gets the ball over. Opportunity. Chance here for Martin Boyle, and he scores! Hibs have the lead at Celtic Park. Well, that's 97 now for Martin Boyle. And that all came from Chris Cadden's ball in that Celtic didn't deal with. Shot was blocked. It falls for Martin Boyle, and this time he makes no mistake, Marvin.
Yeah, brilliant. You know, so alert when that ball does drop back to him. But as you said, Chris Cadden down this right-hand side is a long free kick played by Smith. I don't know who goes up for the first one, but it falls to Chris Cadden. He's got one thing in his mind here. It's Kukarevich that goes up, and Taylor doesn't want to compete with him. Cadden's got one thing in his mind here. He squares him up. He puts the ball into a dangerous area. Martin Ball goes up for the first header. He missed it.
Josh Campbell
has a swipe at it, comes off trusty, but Martin Ball's ever so alert there. You know, he's proactive. When you look at Scales is on his heels. He's going to try and react to wherever the ball goes. But Martin Ball, a man in form. And as you said, that's 97 goals from him. It's a really, really good finish as well. He's hit it so quickly that Kasper Schmeichel can't get down to it. Chris
Cadden did really well to get that ball over there. You know, it was one of those ones that he didn't have a lot of room, but he got plenty of elevation in it. So much so Martin Boyle missed the flick on. Josh Campbell, as you say, his effort blocked, but it falls for Boyle, and boom, goal number 97. And after 25 minutes, Hibs lead here at Celtic Park by a goal to 0. Gets it back from Hatate. Scales for Maeda, no way forward for the Japanese. Taylor gets it through. Celtic will get the corner. He was having to defend well here.
Yeah, they're just probing a little bit more, aren't they? But as I said, you know, the boys are standing up to it, and at times, you know, it's going to be difficult. I mean, like Chris Cadden's hands in a natural position now, I think comes off his foot as well. That'll be quickly checked, and I think we'll get on with the game, or we should be getting on with the game.
Yeah.
VAR checking possible penalty handball.
I mean,
doesn't look much in it to me, but it's one of these ones with this new rule that you never know which way it's going to go.
No. That's the correct decision.
Yeah, it is. There's nothing. Boyle chases down Liam Scales, but he gets there first and rolls it back to Schmeichel on the edge of his 18-yard box. 5 minutes of this first half remain. Ball played again over the top. Chance here though, and Celtic will get the equaliser. It's Nicholas Kuhn. The ball over the top, done for Hibs there, Marvin.
I spoke about it so much, you know, we'd frustrated them, but they couldn't play the balls, the slide-ruled balls along the floor that we see so often with Celtic doing, and they were making those forward runs where they're trying to clip it into the area, in behind, and the balls had to be perfect. And on that occasion, it goes out to Ralston. I think Ida just gets himself back on side.
Yeah.
Himself and Rocky just get themselves the wrong side of it. Rocky gets body contact, doing his job, but couldn't ever so intelligent. He just comes inside of the game. You know, Iredale doesn't follow him in, and we find ourselves in big, big trouble.
Yeah.
And listen, if we're going to be honest in terms of the way the game's gone, is it deserved for them? Yes, but we'd hope to hang on to half-time. And now, Cliff, these next 5 or 6 minutes are so important. Because I've been out there before when you work ever so hard in that first half, you can see the goal right at the end of it. All of a sudden, your legs feel a little bit heavier. Just feed it in behind them. Yeah. Even if Kasper Schmeichel has any stands on it, we don't mind it at all, but we can't afford for that ball to drop into central area.
Chance here again, though, for Hibs. Oh, it's great work. He just looked like he slipped at the vital moment there. Lovely ball into the box by Josh Campbell.
It's so interesting in that position there. Campbell's probably 10 or 15 yards further back at the start of the game when I spoke about Roland Boylan, and he's obviously got his eye in now where he's Ida's
chance
in
again for Celtic. Ida scores, and all of a sudden this game turns round on its head in the last couple of minutes of the first half. Again, Hibs just caught out with a ball chipped over the top, and Adam Ida makes it 2-1 to Celtic.
Yeah, I spoke about it. 1 minute you can be attacking and look like, you know, potentially we could be the ones going ahead. Kukurevich has a fantastic touch inside. Looks like the whole goal's opened up for him. Unfortunately, he slips, and within 10 seconds, the ball's in the back of our net. Yep. But again, it's that movement. You know, they can't play through us, so they are dinking balls in behind. And at this point, defensively, you know, we don't do enough. We really don't do enough. I think we find our horrors in that position where he's saying to Rocky he wants him to take him, but he has to just go with the man there. He can't afford to leave him. You know, because at the end of the day, Ida runs through, he gets no body contact on him, he runs between both of them.
It's a lovely ball from Kuhn.
It is a fantastic ball, but I think as a defender in that position, you just have to get body contact. You have to block him off, just to slow him down, just take him off balance, because then it gives Smith a chance to come out and close it as well. But the fact we let Ida just run straight through, you know, we find ourselves 2-1 down. I spoke about it when it went 1-1, you know, how vital these next 5 or so minutes were, and unfortunately it's now 2-1.
Well, Hibs getting the big guys forward. Iredale's up there, Rocky's there, Hector Triantis is in there, Kukurevich, Warner Hora, edge of the area. The ball comes in. Oh, it was a chance. Defended well though by Anthony Ralston. Hibs will have another corner on this near side.
It's brilliant from Ralston, by the way. I think Kukurevich, you see, he puts his, you know, his hands to his head, because if that goes over Ralston's head, I think he's got a clear header at goal. Ralston does ever so well, sticks with his man, makes sure he gets the ball before Kukurevich does. But it's another corner, and an in-swinging one this time.
Comes in right footed to the back post again. Celtic defend it well. Picked up by Josh Campbell out on the far side. Does well, just lets it roll out for the throw in to keep the pressure on. Celtic here. Will Jack Iredale come across and look to launch this one in long?
You better believe it.
Yeah. Well, as you say, you know, you've seen some frailties in the central defence of Celtic.
And even the one they try to deal with in the first half, the ball ends up bouncing 2 or 3 times in the Celtic box. So, you know, it's not always about the first contact, it's about taking some of their players underneath the ball. And can it then bounce into a dangerous area, and can we get onto it? Jack
Iredale launches it in. Chance there. Oh, just wide of Schmeichel's near post. Rocky it was that got the final touch.
It's probably too good of a touch, isn't it? You know, if he messes it up a little bit, it probably falls at the back post, and Kukurevich is just he could probably get there.
He's got just that little bit too much on it. Martin Boyle just does enough to hold Anthony Ralston up. Hatate now for Celtic. Greg Taylor for Maeda. It's a lovely ball into Maeda's path. Cuts it over. Jordan Smith just gets enough on that. Celtic still have possession around the edge of the Hibs area. Hatate makes it 3. Hibs just couldn't get the ball clear, and that now gives Hibs a bit of a mountain to climb. Celtic just keeping the pressure on there, and Hibs just couldn't clear the lines, the edge of the area. Give Rio Hatate a chance like that, Marvin. 9 times out of 10 he's going to finish it.
Yeah, it ends up being a brilliant finish from him, and it's probably the first time that McGregor's found himself in advance of Hatate and in advance of Engels. It comes into him, he feeds it around the corner, and we just can't get tight to it, can we?
Yeah.
It looks like we've got a lot of bodies. I think we end up defending with 6-7 players in our own box there, but yet no one's tight to Hatate. He has the freedom of the 18-yard box, and he curls the ball into the far corner, which there's nothing that Smith can do about it. Smith probably would be disappointed with himself in that initial cross that comes.
I feel he should have held that one.
Yeah, he gets both hands on it. I think you even make the decision, Cliff, that you hold that or you punch it.
Yeah.
To do what he did, which was like he tried to, get both hands on it. It goes through his fingers, it falls to a Celtic player, and then all of a sudden we're under massive, massive pressure.
Yeah. Kuhn takes up his position on this near touch line, stabs it forward for Ralston, ball's in. Ida gets the shot away, but gets too much elevation on it over the crossbar, and it was a chance again for Celtic, Marvin.
Yeah, I mean, they've kept the ball for maybe 30 passes there as well, and they've gone from left to right, right to left. Kuhn comes out to Kuhn on the right hand side, he rolls it into Ralston, he puts a fantastic first time ball in. Ida gets lucky, I think, him and O'Hara, I think it is. The ball bounces in between both of them, falls lovely from his left foot. Like you said, he got too much on it, leaning back, he's falling. And luckily for us, it goes over the crossbar. I don't think Maeda was too pleased with him though, because he was on for the ball to just be set to him.
Campbell nicely down the far side. Ball in. It's dealt with well by Celtic. Did it run out? Assistant referee on the far side says no. Scales clears towards halfway. Hibs win possession back though. It's nice from Nectar Triantis.
Roll it into a beat up.
Abita gets the shot down low. He was trying to cut that back into Martin Boyle's path, but Hibs will get possession back through Triantis. Jordan Abita finds Dylan Levitt nicely into the feet of Josh Campbell. Through for Kieran Bowie. 2 Celtic defenders on him. Bowie holds it up nicely. Chance here for Junior Hoylett. Gets the shot away, but it's too straight. Right down the throat of Kasper Schmeichel. But again, good link-up work between Bowie and Hoylett.
Brilliant.
To create the chance.
Starts with Josh Campbell as well, playing that forward ball. He's gone away from being safe. He's played another defence splitting ball.
It's all about for Celtic hoping that Hibs.
What a ball.
That should have been the 4th one though. Bowie picks up over on the far touchline. Scales will just roll that one back to Kasper Schmeichel. And Colin Stephen, the referee, has seen enough. It finishes here at Celtic Park. Celtic 3, Hibs 1.